All right, so we're using a hand towel today. We're going to start in our Pilates stance. I want you to have that held just shoulder width apart. And by tugging just a little bit on that towel, you're engaging the muscles in your back, the back of your shoulder, your triceps, okay? So we're going to sweep those arms up on an inhale, and then exhale, float back down. And we'll inhale, lift up, and exhale, lower. So you want to keep that tension on that towel. So it feels a little bit different than if you had a band. We bring it up, and we take it down. This time we're going to take it up on the inhale, and exhale, we're going to side stretch. Hold here. Now really resist bending the elbows, pulling that towel to the crown of your head. Lengthen back out and lift back up. And we side stretch the other direction, and we resist pulling it in, stretching it long and lifting up. Inhale, exhale, resist. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale, pull. And inhale, exhale, up. We do our famous roll down, chin to the chest, scoop the belly. You're peeling bone by bone off that wall, keeping pressure on that towel. Pull yourself up, inhaling first and exhaling. Bring the arms up with your heels coming up. And then we lower the heels, and then we round down. Inhaling to start, and then exhaling. Tug on that towel. Inhale to exhale. Now bend the arms like you're going to do an upright row. And as you press the arms up, raise up on those toes again. Lower the heels. Pull the elbows down. Push down and lower all the way to your mat with those arms. Bring it back up. Inhale. Exhale. Row up. Reach up. Bend the elbows, chin to chest. Scoop and come down. That was your last one. And then pull yourself up as you return home. Let's take it all the way down to the floor. So we're going to start with our feet flat, knees are bent, legs are 1 fist width apart, crease at those hips, shoulders are down. And we're going to melt all the way down to the floor. We start with an inhale, slowly tucking that tail, and we'll exhale. Slide those feet closer in. You're going to curl the tail under, come up into a bridge, and press that towel against your thighs, and then melt back down bone by bone. Curl it up. Inhale, press through the feet, the back of the legs, the back of the shoulders, and the back of the head, and return down. 2 more, please. Curl that tail under. We'll inhale, and then we exhale, lengthen, 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 lengthen. We inhale here. Now stay up on this one. Exhale, reach those arms all the way behind you, but keep those hips up. Bring the towel back to your thighs. Inhale. Exhale, reach it back. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Keep the towel behind you. Give me a lovely inhale. And an exhale, melt the spine long. Bring the arms back up over your chest. Tabletop your right leg by slowly floating that leg up. I'm going to reach the towel for my shin, and I'm going to curl my chin to my chest. I'll press against that shin, and I'll retrace my steps and put that foot back down. I'll float the left leg up as I float my head and chest up. And I take that towel against my shin, I press into it, and return back down. We'll nod and lift. Exhale to inhale. And I nod. Exhale. Inhale. Bring it up. Lower it down. 1 more. Hold it here. Slide the other knee underneath that towel. So I've got 2 shins to press up into that towel as my arms and shoulders push down. Good. Now keep pulling that navel in deeper and bring those arms behind you by your temples and return to your shins. And again, inhale. Keep the head and chest still. If you need to, put your head down, or you never have to lift the head at all. But if your head is lifted, curl up and over, eyes to navel. We'll go for 2 more and 1 more. And I'm going to lower my head as I hug my knees into my chest. Look to one side of the room and then look to the other. Good. Take your feet down. So the next exercise, you can choose, if you want more support for your neck, to put this towel behind your head, not at the base of the neck, where you'd put your hands, okay? And you would hold the sides of the towel, and the elbows would be pointing towards your quads. If you don't want that extra support for your neck, you're just going to reach the arms long, okay? So you're going to pick which one you want to do. We're going to inhale to prepare, and exhale, curl that chin to your chest. So this is really great if you have the towel behind your head, because it's like a cradle for your neck. I'm going to draw both knees in, and I'm going to take my left leg straight out and then switch to the right and left and right. And when you start to feel your head lowering towards the floor, you'll simply tug on your towel more, and elbows should be pointing, remember, towards your quads if you have those hands behind your head. Get into your breathing pattern, inhaling and exhaling. And inhaling, and maybe you started like this, and you want to add that towel just to give that neck some extra support. Inhale for 2, exhale for 2, 1 more set, inhale, exhale, and release. You can keep that towel behind your head, or you can press it long for your shins. I'll nod my chin to my chest again. My arms will reach long if I'm not supporting with the towel. And I'm going to press both legs out, and I'm going to scissor 1, 2, 3, connect your heels, and slide those knees back in. I'll press out. 1, 2, 3, connect. Inhale, imprint that spine, scissor, 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 connect, exhale. Pay attention to your neck, tug on that towel more if you need it. And give me 1 more. Reach out, scissor, 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 and come back in and lower your head. Nicely done. Okay, so take that towel out from behind your head and take it behind your right foot. And we're going to lengthen that leg all the way up. And you're going to use those hands to tug on the towel to see if you can get that leg a little closer towards you. I'm going to lengthen the other leg out onto the floor. Make sure the hips and the pelvis are just laying there on that mat. I'm going to pull more into that towel. Bring that leg a little closer towards me, and if I can, nod my chin to my chest. Maybe that's not for you today. My free leg, it's straight. I'm going to bend my knee in, zip it up, and reach it back to parallel. Slide it in, reach up, and lengthen. Slide it in, lift up, and lengthen. 1 more. Slide it in, lift up, lengthen. Place the head down. Give me another stretch. I'm going to do the reverse of that. So instead of bending my knee in first, I'll be coming straight up. So I'll nod my chin to my chest. I come up, bend, and press along. Lift up, bend. Inhale, 2, exhale. Just give me 1 more. Up, down, and I'll put my head down 1 more time and pull. Let's put the other foot in that towel. Other leg comes out. You can start with the opposite leg bent. So I'm pushing my foot up in that towel as I tug the elbows down. Start to lengthen that free leg straight out. Pulling that leg closer towards you. Feel that stretch. Breathe, inhaling and exhaling. I'll soften my elbows to get that leg maybe to come a little closer. You can keep your head down. I'm going to nod my chin to my chest. I'm going to slide that free leg in, lift up, and reach long. Good. In, lift up, reach long. Inhale, 2, exhale. Good. I'll put my head down and stretch once again. Make sure the back of the neck is nice and relaxed and lengthening. If you're choosing for your head to come up, do it now. And we'll bring that leg straight up with control. Bend and go right across that mat. Lift up, bend. Inhale, 2, exhale. And 1 more. Up, bend, lengthen, put that head down and stretch one more time. Now put both feet in that towel and let's stretch both legs straight up to the ceiling. I'm going to come down like a frog. My knees will separate. I'm going to lift up slowly. My inner thighs activate and I feel my belly going deeper. Inhale, bring those knees down. Exhale, press up. Now this time on the press up, if you want, curl that chin to your chest. Exhale. Remember, we don't drag the head. We nod that chin, take the pressure off that neck and zip it up. Inhale down. Exhale up. We're just going to do one more. Inhale down. Exhale up. Take the I almost called it a band. Take the towel off your feet and hug your knees into your chest. Good. All right, so we're going to press those arms long, and that towel is going to reach down towards your ankles. You can keep your head down for this. You can curl your chin to your chest again. We're going to reach the towel behind us, and the legs will go out. Then I'm going to come back in, let the towel rest on the shins. I'm going to reach out. Don't lose your towel. Circle the arms, come back in. Reach the arms behind you. Bring it back in. Now, when I don't have the towel, I will circle those arms. So I'm going to reach out, circle, grab back onto the towel. Inhale to exhale. Reach, inhale, circle, exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Last one here. Inhale, circle, exhale, and release. Look to one side of the room. Look towards the other. And we'll rock ourselves up. We're going to keep the legs into a Pilates stance. If this is hard for you to sit up, you can bend your knees. If it's still too hard, cross-legged. Okay? So we're going to reach these arms straight up into a diagonal. So see how I'm not stacked? I'm slightly forward. And it's not from my neck. I'm hinging from my hips and lengthening to this long diagonal. Now there's a barrel right in front of you. You are right against it. We're going to mold ourselves over the barrel. Don't touch the barrel with your rib cage. Now from your core, squeeze your seat, even squeeze those inner thighs to come back up into this diagonal. So we're not here, we're here. So if you do this correctly, round forward, I don't move my lower back, and I'm still not going to change my lower back. So I'm only moving from mid-back up. Let's bring it up. Inhale. Exhale. Chin goes to chest, and we round. Inhaling up. Tall, 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 tall. Exhale, scoop. Let's add on. We're going to lift up and hold here on the exhalation. Next one's called flat back. So I'm going to come back into this hinge and come forward in front of my hips. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze the glutes, and of course, fire that core. Inhale, hinge. Exhale. Don't throw your head back. Keep looking forward or slightly up. Yep, so the neck is just going along for the ride. It's not leading anything. Don't think of leading with your upper back. We don't hang back here. We're back here and we come right back up even taller. So when you come up, can you squeeze everything and lift up taller? And one more. Inhale. 2 exhale and lower those arms. Take the legs as wide as your mat. Reach your arms parallel to the floor. Again, if you can't sit up tall with your legs straight, bend them. Inhale up. Exhale, nod the chin to your chest and slide your arms across an imaginary table. Your belly button should be going in the opposite direction as the arms. Squeeze your butt, inner thighs, and belly. Inhale up. Hold those lemons in your armpits. Exhale, chin to chest, scoop and round. Can you flex your heels more? Inhale up, melt those shoulders. Exhale. I'm going to change it. Inhale, up. On the exhale, we're going to start to go downhill. and reach forward. Then reach the arms out and pull yourself back up against that wall. Exhale, towel goes towards the mat. I slide that towel out. I scoop my belly to lengthen my arms. Now feel like you're pushing your lower back against that wall first as an anchor, and then you stack up. Do that one more time. Exhale, towel goes towards the mat. I reach forward. Scoop the belly deeper, bring those arms parallel. Get your lower back against your imaginary wall, and now stack up and release. Okay, onto our stomachs. We doing okay so far with our towel? The arms get a little tired, don't they? It's like that constant tug. Yeah, it's crazy, right? But it's a completely different feel than a band. So that's why I chose the towel today. Okay, so my towel is going to be out here in front of me to start. Okay, but I want you to take your hands to your mat for your traditional swan prep first. So pull your navel in. Do not start with your shoulders creeping up to your ears. We roll that marble to lengthen the crown of our head. And we lift up, squeeze your seat. That's an inhale. Shoulders are down, yes? Exhale, melt like you're lengthening longer as you lower. Roll the marble, lengthen the crown of your head. Then we lift up, squeezing those lemons in those armpits. And exhale, pull your navel away from the floor. Roll that marble. We'll inhale, melt the shoulders, Bring it down. And give me one more. Roll it. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. I'm going to slide my hands straight out now. They should be in line with your shoulders. Okay? You don't have to reach your arms out. You can continue doing what we just did. So I'm just going to lift my right arm and left leg. So it's like swimming prep already. Put it back down. Just my left arm lifts up and my right leg. And release. Switch. Whatever is not lifting is pushing into the floor. And we'll switch. Now, if you want, add the head and chest lifting. I inhale, crown of my head still long. Exhale. So keep looking down where your nose is on your mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, return. Inhale, lift. So let's take both arms, but not the feet. Head and chest, both arms. Squeeze the butt before you even start to lift. Pull the navel in, and we're going to lift those arms up, down. Now lift the legs up and down. Arms, head and chest. Bring it down. Lift the legs. So really squeeze the butt and lengthen those legs. So just the upper body. Lift, lower. Lower body, lift, lower, up, down, up. Now I'm going to change it. Everything is going to lift up. Here we go. Lift up. Now, bend your elbows with control, with resistance. Bring the towel to the crown of your head. Press it back out. And now release. Lift up, inhale. Exhale. Inhale back out. Exhale down. Modify where you need to. Lift up. Maybe we don't lift our head and chest. Maybe the legs don't lift and just the arms. Or maybe it's just the legs and not the arms. Lift up. Roll it back. Press it out. Can you give me one more? Low, stronger back. Lift up, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Child's pose. You deserve that. Would you agree with that? Absolutely. So we were talking today about our second week of Planksgiving and how much time we're going to hold our planks. And I don't think we ever came to a decision, so I guess it's going to be up to me. So last week was 1 minute. This week we're going to go for 1:30. Now you may think that's too hard, but what we're going to do is we're going to reset when we need to. So whether you're extended arms or you know what, let's all do forearms, okay? And here's why. I'm going to give you options to turn while you hold the plank. So this is like modified. I have one knee down and my one leg will go back with me. So that's a modified plank, right? I'm going to be going into a full plank, but when I feel strain to my lower back, I'm going to reset. Got it? Okay, so I'm going to use my watch timer, which means I need to stop a lot and look at it, but that's okay. So we got the shoulders over the elbows. Remember, modified is here. It's not here. This is for somebody who's never done a plank before in their life. That's no one here in this room. So you should be having those hips lower and engaging the core, okay? Ready? Go. So I'm going to start you here in just your forearms, And only if you want to get a little fancier, you can add the side turn with me, okay? So make sure, first of all your critical connections are here. Belly in and up, shoulder to rib cage. Wrap the seat to your feet, right? No strain. Now I'm going to go face the front of the room and bring that front arm to a 90-degree goalpost. And I'm going to bring it back to the mat. And I'll go the opposite direction, goalpost, hold, bring it back down. And again, I'm going to rotate. And my thighs are kind of staying braided, see, to support that center line. We come back down. Do that again. Bring it up and down. If I was modifying, I would take the opposite knee the direction I'm going to and put that to the floor. So if I'm going to the front of the room, my back knee would come down and I'd go to my 90-degree angle. If you want to add that. You're almost there. Up and down. Side and center. And side and center. Why do these watches never stay on? Maybe it's just me and I don't know how to work it. It could be me. Come on, kids, and we've made it. Okay, that wasn't so bad. I gave you something to do other than just holding a plank. Okay, you guys are rock stars. Okay, we're going to take this towel. And I'm going to fold it in half. And I'm going to put it behind my right knee. Issues with the wrist, feel free to roll up your mat. And if mine get really cranky, I've got my little foam risers. So shoulders connected to your back. I'm going to lift this leg up, cross over, lift up, drive in. I lift up, cross over, lift, drive the knee forward. Up, cross, up, in. If you're going to exhale doing any of this, especially do it here, because I'm driving my knee in towards the chest and engaging the core. Up, down, up, drive it in, up, down, up, drive it in. 2 more, please. Up, down, up, drive it in. Last one. Now lower that knee to the floor. I'm going to come back onto my forearms and extend my other leg straight out. Okay? I'm going to try and lift this knee off the mat and then tap. Just 8 times. I did 1. If you did it with me, that's 1. Here we go. I'm going to drive it up. See how my seat goes up a little bit? And I come back to plank. 3. No, this does not count in your timed planks today. 4. Bring it back down. Pike up. 3. Bring it back down. Pike up. 2. Bring it back down. 1 more. And lower both knees. Stretch those arms behind you. Great. And we'll switch the towel. So we'll put it behind our left knee. You can be on your forearms or your hands. Shoulders connected, belly in, so don't start like this. That's collapse, right? We're gonna lift this leg up, cross over, back up. Now drive the knee forward. Up, cross, up. Drive it forward. Up, cross, up, up, cross, up. Great. Can you feel muscles working? If not, you have to focus more, move with more control, more precision, use your breath. Every move should be very precise. I don't move quick in either direction, up or down or forward and back. Control. Squeeze the glute, fire that core. How about those armpit muscles? They should be firing as well. Drive it in. Up, cross, up. Drive it in. 2 more. I exhale and that knee's coming forward. 1 more. I let that knee touch the floor. I keep my foot off the floor. Come onto your forearms and straighten the opposite leg back. Make sure your shoulders are over your wrists. I'm going to pike that foot up with my seat, and as my knee comes forward, I lower those hips. Press up. So it's like I'm pressing through my forearms and my back and shoulders. Pike up, lower it back down. Pike up, lower it back down. 2 more, I think, for 8. 1 more. And I'll lower that knee down. I'm going to release my shoulders behind me. Curl my fingertips to my wrist. Lovely. Okay. Sit on your seat again. Moving right along. Stay with me. All right. So I'm going to have my towel folded up so it's a little bit thicker. Okay? And I'm going to place it right behind me. And I'm going to just fall into that towel. And if it's not enough, and if you have a ball with you or a sweatshirt, you can roll up thicker because it's not a whole lot of support, just a little bit, okay? And I'm also relying on the wrapping of my legs to hold me here. Shoulders are down, arms are reaching long. I'm going to take my legs out and in. So I made them very light on the mat, very light. Modified, put your hands behind you. Takes away some of that pressure off your back. Reach. So yes, I'm leaning into my towel, but I'm also coming away from it. 4, 3, oh, I feel these 2, even right here, yeah? And then round forward and pull your torso towards your thighs. Now, nobody felt that in a bad part of their body, their back, their neck, their shoulders, correct? Okay, so I'm going to roll back again until I find that towel. Right there. So it's right at the very base, right almost by my tailbone. Okay? All right. So I'm going to take one leg up, put it down, other leg up and put it down. Up. Shoulders are connected to your back. You're scooping, you're hollowing out the lower abdominals. Melt those shoulders. Now, can we put these moves together? I'm going to go opposite and then go out for 2. Opposite. Don't get caught going like this, right? If you want to work harder and you're out of that lower back, you're on that towel, scooping up and out and out. 1 more set, because I don't know about you, but I feel that burn. You got to feel that burn. 2 here. Round forward. Nicely done. Pull that navel in. Did you say it felt good? Did someone say it felt good? No? Yeah? Okay, I'm like, did I hear that right? Okay. Grab back onto your towel. Bend your knees, and we're going to melt back down. I always try every single class to do single leg bridges. They're so important. The glutes, the hamstrings, they are so important to the health of the hips, the lower back. So I like to really focus every class. If you're wondering, again? Yes, again, and again, and again. Shoulders are down, arms are up. Now let me tell you something. When your arms are up and your arms are not here, I'm taking away anchors. So if it's really a struggle to lift up, then put the towel down and have your arms pressing into the mat so you have more assistance coming up, okay? So I'm going to curl that tail and come up into my bridge. So right now, I should be able to hold an apple under my chin so I don't have my chin too flexed to the ceiling. I make sure the back of my head is firmly pressing into the floor and my shoulders are down and my navel's pulling in and zipping up that zipper. So I'm going to take my right leg to a tabletop and I'm going to cross my ankle over that quad as I lower down and I'm going to kick it up. I'm going to come down, cross, tap the ankle to the quad, and kick. Now, if you got super tight hamstrings and kicking this leg up straight is just impossible, then you would choose to just hold a tabletop. Now, I lost track, but I think this is 6. Anybody counting? Yeah? 7. Hold. Now I'm going to make little circles counterclockwise. 1, 2, and they're small. 3. Now reverse it. Small. 4, and get that navel in deeper. 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knee, put it down. Now fix your bridge. I felt mine was tipping. How about you? Yeah, it's okay. We got back. So slowly bring the left leg up. Now, right now, that right inner thigh's got to be pressing into your central line. I'll lower as I cross that ankle to the quad. Zip that leg straight up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Keep the towel tight. Why not work that body? The back of the shoulders, the upper back, those armpit muscles. Yeah, squeeze that towel apart. And we go for 4. Good. 3, 2. Now hold this one up if you can. If not, lower down. Inner thighs, inner thighs. Circle clockwise. 4, 3. Oh, it's my little voice because we're moving tiny. And now reverse. And 4, 3, 2. Bend the knee, put that foot down. Fix your bridge. Woo! And now we lower. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Arms go behind you. Lengthen the legs straight out. Now when you bring the towel back up, slide the right heel along your mat in towards your glute. Inhale, press it back out with the arms. Now the opposite foot slides in, and I want you working. This is not take a break in class. There are no breaks in class, never. And reach it long. Drive it in. I feel my armpit muscles firing. I feel the back of my legs. I feel my core. Both legs are working. One is pushing down to stabilize and lengthen, and one is working coming in. One more each leg. And then we'll slide both of them in and release those arms. Drop your knees to one side. Look to the other side. Bring it back up and switch. Drop the knees other side. Bring it back up. Arms up. Reach a towel behind you and take your knees to one side. And I want you to take the towel away from the knees. So I'm going to side stretch and I'm going to press my knees further towards the floor. And then bring the arms right behind you, center your body, and bring those legs back up. And then my legs will go to the opposite side. My arms are going to stretch away from those knees. But as my arms are positioning, I'm going to press those knees even further and feel this lovely stretch. And I breathe while I'm in a stretch. I'll bring my arms straight back behind me and bring my knees back up. Hug those knees into your chest. Rock yourself up for some twists. 2 options here, actually probably even 3. Straight-legged, bent-legged, cross-legged. Okay? You go where it feels best to you. Once I'm here, I usually just stay here because it does feel pretty good. All right. You're going to hold your towel shoulder width apart. Sit up tall. Bring the elbows out to the side so you bring the towel closer towards you. I should have went taller on that. I'm going to press out and I'm going to round. It's almost like a spine stretch again. Bend the elbows and pull it in. So feel like your chest is trying to touch the towel before the towel gets into you. Exhale here. Inhale, tug on that towel and resist. So I'm moving slow. One more. My arms are staying parallel as I press out. Here's my inhale. My exhale is going to rotate to the front of the room. Inhale here. Now give me a press out again on the exhale. Round. Don't just collapse. Go over that beach ball. Don't touch the beach ball. Inhale, grow tall, grow tall, grow tall. Exhale, rotate the opposite direction. Inhale, center. Exhale, just from my mid-back up is rounding. Inhale, resist, pull that towel towards you. Exhale, rotate to the front of the room. Inhale, center. Exhale, round it out. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, rotate. And then finish pressing it out. Lower your arms to the mat. Now, I am rounded from my mid-back up, but my lower back is zipping up, right? So I'm not sinking. So I want you to bring those arms to parallel. I'm still rounded. And then lower those arms. I want you to feel your belly pulling in deeper and contracting those arm and back muscles more as you bring it up. 2 more. I'm going to exhale, scoop deeper. Inhale. 1 more. Exhale. Inhale, and the exhale, sit up tall. Okay, lie on your side. And your head's going to be on this side of your mat, so you're mirroring me. And we're going to be in a straight line. If you struggle with this exercise, let me know, and we'll modify. So I'm going to hold my arms over my head. So make sure your hips are stacked. So you're going to feel like you're a little bit off balance because you're balancing up there on that hip, okay? So let's say you have a hip issue and it hurts to lay on it. Take your towel underneath your hip and then just hold your arms by itself, unless you have 2 towels with you. So I'm going to start with just my legs, coming up for 3 and then lowering down. Now I'm going to have you check a couple of things. So you're going to keep moving up for 3 and then down. I want you to feel your upper shoulder connecting to your back. I want you to feel both arms and back and shoulder muscles firing because you're holding this towel. Yes? Yes. And we lift up. Now, how can I make this a little more challenging? Sometimes I can do this, sometimes I can't. I'll lift up, yeah. So I'm going to practice. Hang tight. Lift up everything, and then come down. It's hard, isn't it? Yeah, today I'm having trouble. Doesn't mean we don't try. Up and down. So my head's coming up with my feet and coming down. Or maybe I just take my head today with my arms and keep my feet anchored. See how that made a difference to me? Just having an anchor, because if I take my feet up with me, I'll try one more time. And I'm going to roll onto my stomach. I'm going to let go of my towel to see if my arms are a little bit of a break. I'm going to make a pillow with my hands. My legs are together. I'm going to rest my forehead on my top hand. My legs are in Pilates stance. Relax those shoulders. Zip the legs up off your mat. Pull your navel in deeper and give me these little heel beats. Beep, 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 beep. So this is about pulling your belly in, connecting your shoulders to your back, and really wrapping your thighs. You are squeezing your glutes. I should see wrinkles in your pants. You're squeezing your seat so much. We are not going to feel strain in that lower back, right? And we're going to go for 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so we're going to be facing away from each other. You don't need to see me. I'm going to grab onto my towel, and I'm just going to face the opposite side of the room. So my arms are up over my shoulders. Shoulders are in stacking position. My hips are stacked, and my body's in completely straight line. Now I know this is going to be trouble because I already feel myself having difficulties balancing. So if that's you, let go of your towel, and your hand that's closest to your top leg will go to your mat for balance. Here we go. Lift the legs up, 2, 3, and release. Do it again. Up, 2, 3, and release. Go. Up, 2, 3. Keep your towel tight. Keep the legs firing together. My inner thighs have magnets on the inner thighs. Yes, they are glued together. If you want, you can try to lift the arms and then lower everything down. Lift the arms and lower. And lower. Up. Yep. Nope, it's not going to happen today. Not on this side especially, so I'm not going to lift up my arms and head. Now, if you're a rock star today, go for it. Go for it, go for it. We're going to do 2 more. I'm not even going to try to attempt the last one. Just lift the legs if you're able, and then come back onto your stomach. Was anybody able to do their arms and their head coming off? Yeah, okay. Okay, so I'm jealous. So you're gonna make a pillow again. Hey, it doesn't mean we don't try things, right? I like it when you see me not be successful. Okay, so rest your forehead on your top hand. Bend your knees and take your knees as wide as your mat. Your heels are still connecting. Now, if you prefer to push into your hands more and hover your head and chest on this exercise, that works fine as well. So you're going to pull the navel in, squeeze your seat, lift these thighs up and down. And inhale down. Exhale up. And I'm not worried how high those legs are coming off. I'm worrying about, are you engaging your glutes? Glute strength is so important. We work on it every class we do. Let's go for 4 more. And if this isn't working for you, straighten your legs and go back to those little beating heels we were doing. 2 more. Last one. Straighten your legs and stretch back into a child's pose. Scoop the belly and round the back. Beautifully done. Grab back onto your towels. We're going to hold the towel. I have it like thumb and second finger. If you prefer, take the heel of your hands on top of your towel. We're going to go out into another plank again. Oh, yes. I know that's what you were thinking. Remember, you can always modify. You can always go onto your forearms, okay? I don't think the towel is going to be enough for me for my wrist, so I'm going to go to my foam blocks. Okay, are you guys ready? We're going to do 1 minute and 30. I'm going to give you some other options so you don't get bored holding your plank. Got it? Go. Forearms or extended arms, give me your plank. Always check in with your critical connections. Belly in and up, shoulder to rib cage, wrapping your thighs, seat to feet connection. Try to keep the weight off those wrists a little bit by pulling more into your navel. I'm going to take my right knee to my right elbow and put it down. And then my left knee and take it back down. And remember, when you need to reset, you take your knees to the floor. Good. Use your breath every time that knee comes forward. And maybe that's too much for you. Maybe you want to just lower the knee to the mat and then lower the other knee. This will certainly get you warmer, I would say. Would you agree with that? Yes. The planks are good for you, and planks you can do anywhere you are. You go on vacation, you get into a plank, you're working almost your total body, right? No props even needed. Okay, we're almost there. This is your workout, so don't be like, well, she's stopping. If I don't stop and check my timer, you guys might be here for 2 minutes because I know we're getting closer. Okay, guess what? You only have 10 seconds left. 10 seconds left. Remember, adjust your body so you don't feel strain in your back or your neck or your wrists. 3, 2, to your knees and stretch. I like to take my arms behind me and curl my fingertips to my wrists. That was amazing. Okay, back onto your seat with your towel. You're almost there. You're almost there. Here we go. Come on, kids. Those planks are throwing you, aren't they? Can't wait till next week's class. No one's coming, right? Here we go. Exhale down. Nod your chin to your chest. Inhale up. Here's my diagonal. No momentum. Pull apart that towel. Exhale down. Bring it back up. Next level, I'm going to straighten my legs into a Pilates V. I'm going to roll it down. So it almost becomes like a roll-up, but it's not. Eyes to belly. Press the back of those legs down. We come up to that diagonal still. Bring it down. Now this next set, I'm going to do a little bit differently. I'm going to bring my legs up with me. Arms up. I'm going to hover. So remember, you can go back to where I just was. Lift everything up, inhale. Arms up, exhale, tug on your towel. Bring it up, inhale, 2 exhale, and then release everything. Flex your Pilates stance. Arms are reaching long. Give me a nice long stretch. Arms up, nod the chin to your chest, find your navel. Bring it up, put the towel behind your toes. Zip up your chest, shoulders went down. Can you feel the back of those legs stretching? I do. And then round, bend your elbows. Lengthen your arms, lengthen your spine, look out in front of you, melt those shoulders. Bend the elbows down to your thighs and round. Bring it back up, zip, bring it back down. And last one. Zip it up, zip it up, zip it up, and release. Okay, face forward and give me a straddle position. Okay, you choose how wide you go. You're going to take the towel, you're going to mirror me behind the one foot, and you're going to hold on to it. And you're going to bend this elbow, pulling your body to the side, and then take this arm and stretch. Now make sure you're not leaning back. You're going to be up on top of those sits bones and stretching. Bring it back up, and my arms are both straight. Remember, your pelvis should be straight up and down, not curled, okay? Bend the elbow, tug your body over. Lovely stretch. We're going to do one more. That arm straightens. Sit tall. Pull that elbow down. And I want you to turn towards those toes, almost like you're doing saw. Retrace your steps, face forward, and bring yourself up. And then put that towel behind the other foot. Okay, you ready? So hold yourself up. I'm going to bend that towel arm as I stretch over. Keep that opposite hip anchored down and bring it back up and lengthen the arms. Pull that towel. Stretch up and over. Lovely. And bring it back up. Sit tall, sit tall. Now here we go. We're going to stretch up and over, and I'm going to rotate that torso, but don't take the hip with you. Reach for that pinky toe. So we got some little bit of a rotation here. And then face the front of the room. The arm goes over your head, and we bring it back up. We bring those feet together. Grab onto your ankles. Give me a lovely little inner thigh release. You worked so hard today. Shorter class. And then sit cross-legged if you're able. If not, you go to the position you can go to. Give me a nice big inhale. The spine comes up with you. It doesn't come back down with you. And one more. Where are those shoulders? Inhaling up and exhaling down. And you have made it. Okay. Good job today. Whew.